I miss my baby girl. I don't want to lose her.
The emotional journey for one of the most beloved families in the Times 90-Day Fiancé franchise has taken another dramatic turn. After days of uncertainty and growing concern, Armando Rubio has finally shared an update that offers a measure of hope. His daughter, 3-year-old Hannah Rubio, has been released from the hospital once again following another frightening medical setback. At the same time, Armando received another life-changing piece of news. His humanitarian visa has been extended, allowing him to remain in Arizona and stay beside Hannah while she continues her recovery. While these developments are encouraging, one major question still hangs over the family's future. Doctors are continuing to monitor Hannah because the cause of her brain bleed has still not been identified, leaving both her loved ones and supporters hoping for more answers in the weeks ahead. For longtime viewers of Time's 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Armando, Kenny Niedermeier, and Hannah have become much more than reality television personalities. Their story has always centered on family, resilience, and overcoming obstacles together. That is exactly why this latest health crisis has been so difficult for fans to watch. Instead of relationship drama or television storylines, the family has been facing a very real medical emergency that has captured the attention of thousands of supporters. The newest update began after Hannah experienced another worrying setback during her recovery. According to the information shared publicly by Armando, she began suffering from a severe headache, along with weakness, difficulty walking, and problems maintaining her balance. Those symptoms immediately raised concerns because they were among the warning signs doctors had instructed the family to watch for after her recent brain bleed. Rather than waiting to see if the symptoms would improve, Hannah was taken back to the hospital for further evaluation. Given everything the family had already experienced, it was understandable that this new development caused immediate concern. A return to the hospital so soon after being discharged naturally led many supporters to fear that her condition might be getting worse. Fortunately, the medical update brought some encouraging news. Doctors determined that Hannah had developed a small amount of internal swelling. She received treatment through IV medication, and according to Armando's update, she responded well to that treatment. Her condition improved enough that physicians felt comfortable allowing her to return home instead of keeping her hospitalized for a longer period. That decision represented an important milestone. Although Hannah still has a long recovery ahead, being discharged again suggests that doctors believed her condition had stabilized after this latest complication. It does not mean her recovery is complete, but it does provide reassurance that the immediate concern was successfully addressed. Even with this positive development, the family's journey is far from over. One of the biggest unanswered questions remains exactly what caused Hannah's original brain bleed. According to the available information, doctors have continued monitoring her condition, but no confirmed cause has been identified. That uncertainty makes every new symptom especially frightening, because the family is still living without a complete explanation for what happened. When doctors cannot immediately determine the underlying cause of a serious medical event, monitoring becomes especially important. However, beyond that confirmed information, any additional theories would be pure speculation. At this point, no official explanation has been announced regarding why Hannah experienced the brain bleed in the first place. That uncertainty has become one of the emotional centers of this entire story. Families often find comfort when they have clear answers, even during difficult medical situations. In this case, Armando, Kenny, and Hannah continue moving forward while still waiting for greater clarity from doctors. That can be emotionally exhausting, especially after already experiencing multiple hospital visits in such a short period. But Hannah's recovery was only part of the family's emotional update. Armando also revealed another piece of news that may have an even greater impact on the coming weeks. His humanitarian visa has officially been extended for another 30 days, allowing him to remain in Arizona while Hannah continues receiving medical care. That announcement carried enormous emotional significance. Earlier in this difficult journey, one of the family's greatest challenges had nothing to do with medicine. It involved simply allowing a father to be present with his daughter. As previously reported, Hannah's medical emergency began while she was in Mexico. After her condition became serious, she was transported across the border and eventually airlifted to Phoenix for specialized medical care. During that time, Armando faced significant challenges reaching her because he was initially unable to cross the US-Mexico border. For any parent, being separated from a child during a medical emergency would be heartbreaking. Supporters closely followed his efforts as he tried to reunite with Hannah, while Kenny remained at her bedside until the family could finally be together again. That reunion became one of the most emotional moments in this ongoing story. Now, the visa extension means Armando will not have to leave while Hannah continues recovering. Instead, he can remain beside her during rehabilitation and follow-up treatment over the next month. For many viewers, that may be just as meaningful as the hospital update itself. Medical recovery often extends well beyond the initial emergency. Hospital visits may end, but rehabilitation, follow-up appointments, and careful monitoring frequently continue for weeks or months afterward. Having both parents or close family members present during that period can provide emotional stability that is difficult to measure. Although every family's situation is different, it is easy to understand why this extension brought such visible relief.